Geoffrey V Hearn was born in England in 1956 into a family with a strong tradition of sports. Growing up in a country renowned for its rich sporting heritage, Hearn developed a natural passion for physical activity. His early years were marked by a deep interest in martial arts, which was reflective of the prevailing cultural emphasis on traditional sports such as boxing, judo, and wrestling. However, Hearn's primary interest was in the sport of wrestling, which he was introduced to at the young age of 10. Hearn's entry into wrestling began when he joined his local youth club, where he learned the fundamental techniques of the sport. While initially struggling with the demands of the discipline, he quickly found that his athleticism and determination helped him improve rapidly. His commitment to learning and developing his skills in wrestling began to set him apart from others at his age. Through continuous training and competing at local tournaments, Hearn honed his technical skills. By the time he was in his late teens, it was clear that he had the potential to reach the highest levels of competition. His natural talent, combined with a relentless drive to succeed, laid the foundation for what would later become a highly decorated career in wrestling. After completing his early wrestling training, Geoffrey V Hearn advanced through the ranks of British wrestling, eventually making his mark on the national scene. As a teenager, Hearn began competing in amateur wrestling tournaments, where he quickly earned a reputation for his fierce competitive spirit and his ability to adapt his style to different opponents. By his early 20s, Hearn had joined England's national wrestling team, marking the beginning of his serious pursuit of success at the international level. His technical acumen, combined with his strength and endurance, made him a formidable opponent on the mat. He was particularly known for his ability to execute both offensive and defensive moves with precision, which made him versatile in a variety of situations. Throughout the 1970s and early 1980s, Hearn's career trajectory continued to rise as he competed in national championships and international events, accumulating a series of podium finishes. His performances in domestic competitions earned him the respect of coaches and fellow athletes, and he began to attract attention from the British Wrestling Federation. His breakthrough on the international stage came in 1982 when he won his first European Championship medal. Geoffrey V Hearn's career reached its peak in the mid-1980s, when he solidified his position as one of the top wrestlers in the world. By this time, Hearn had built a reputation for his exceptional technical proficiency, tactical understanding of wrestling, and mental fortitude. He began competing in international tournaments on a regular basis, representing Great Britain at numerous World Wrestling Championships and European Wrestling Championships. One of the defining moments of Hearn's career came in 1984, when he competed in the Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Although wrestling was a highly competitive sport, Hearn's performance at the Olympics marked a watershed moment in his career. He advanced to the final stages of the competition, ultimately earning a bronze medal in his weight class. This achievement was not only a personal milestone for Hearn, but also a historic moment for British wrestling, as it marked the first time in several decades that a British wrestler had earned an Olympic medal in the sport. Following his success in the 1984 Olympics, Hearn's career continued to soar. He won multiple World Championship medals, including gold and silver in different weight categories, affirming his position as one of the world's premier wrestlers. He also dominated in European Wrestling Championships, securing a number of titles throughout the mid-1980s and early 1990s. His continued success on the international stage allowed him to develop a global following, with fans across Europe and beyond recognizing his skill and dedication. At the height of his career, Hearn was not only known for his wrestling achievements, but also for his mental resilience. He became famous for his ability to stay calm and composed. As Hearn's competitive career continued to evolve, he began to take on leadership roles within the wrestling community. In the early 1990s, as he approached the later stages of his competitive career, he shifted his focus to coaching and mentoring younger wrestlers. Hearn's extensive knowledge of the sport, combined with his experience in the international arena, made him an ideal mentor for emerging talents in the British wrestling program. Hearn was instrumental in shaping the careers of several rising stars, providing them with guidance on how to navigate the demands of international competition. He was known for his no-nonsense coaching style, emphasizing discipline, hard work, and a meticulous approach to technique. Many of his protégés went on to achieve success at the national and international levels, attributing much of their development to Hearn's leadership and mentorship. In addition to his work as a coach, Hearn became involved in the administrative side of British wrestling. He served as an advocate for the sport, working tirelessly to increase its visibility and improve the infrastructure for wrestling in Great Britain. His contributions to the sport were not limited to his own success as an athlete, but extended to helping grow wrestling's presence and influence in the broader sports community. Geoffrey V Hearn officially retired from competitive wrestling in 1996 after a career that had spanned over 2 decades. His decision to retire was influenced by a combination of factors, including the physical demands of the sport, the emergence of younger wrestlers, and his growing passion for coaching. Though his competitive days were behind him, Hearn remained deeply involved in wrestling, serving as an ambassador for the sport and, in the years following his retirement, Hearn received numerous accolades for his contributions to the sport, including several Lifetime Achievement Awards from British wrestling organizations. His legacy was solidified not only by his success as an athlete, but also by his role in inspiring the next generation of wrestlers. Throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s, Hearn continued to attend major wrestling competitions, offering his expertise to athletes and sharing his knowledge with anyone who sought it. He also took on a more global role, traveling to different countries to help grow wrestling programs and promote the sport internationally. Though his body had slowed with age, his passion for wrestling remained strong. He continued to inspire athletes with his story and was regularly invited to speak at wrestling. Geoffrey V Hearn's legacy in the world of combat sports is one of perseverance, excellence, and dedication. From his early days as a young wrestler to his rise to Olympic prominence, Hearn's journey embodies the spirit of determination and hard work. His career was not only marked by his personal victories but also by the positive impact he had on the development of wrestling in Great Britain. His Olympic medal, World Championship titles, and numerous European accolades are Hearn's work as a coach and ambassador for wrestling continues to resonate today. His emphasis on discipline, technical mastery, and mental resilience has inspired countless athletes across the world. His life in the sport reflects a commitment to excellence, and his impact on British wrestling can still be felt in the successes of athletes who follow in his footsteps. Geoffrey V Hearn's story is one of passion, persistence, and triumph, a true example of the